Hi everybody, it is Thursday night and it is Facebook Live shopping night in America at Hen Chicks Studio right here in Conrad, Iowa. We are so glad that you are joining us tonight, and as always, we love to hear where you're from and what you're up to, and so definitely chime in the comments. We will try to put as many links in the comments tonight so that you can find the things that we're talking about and the things you're looking forward to. For those of you who have been here before, you know that everything that we're talking about is available on our website right now. And that is so exciting. And that you could literally have 2 tabs open on your computer. One tab with Facebook Live, so you're constantly hearing us talk about all the good stuff. And then have another tab open and you could be shopping. And you can purchase things. There are no coupon codes tonight, so there is nothing in particular that you're waiting for. And but I will tell you that there are some items that there's only a few of. And when they're gone, they're gone. If you hold it in your shopping cart until the end of the night and some other people have gotten in front of you, it may look like it's still there, but it's not. So if you see something you have to have, grab it now. Don't ever worry. We look at the orders on the back end, and we've gone to a flat shipping rate of $8.50 no matter how much you buy, no matter where you live, no matter any of those things. It's $8.50. So let's just say that, do we have anybody watching with us tonight, Goldie?
27 people.
27 people. And any of our friends, or can I use anybody as an example? Like, is Ann with us tonight? She's so
Cindy
often.
Pishke.
All right, Cindy's online. So, Cindy, welcome. So let's say Cindy decides she wants to buy something tonight. And she immediately buys it and thinks she's done shopping, but 10 minutes later she finds something else and she puts in another order. No worries. We will remove one of those shipping costs. We will combine the orders. So you never have to worry that if you're purchasing multiple things tonight, you will not, at the end of the day, you will not be charged multiple shipping times, okay? So that's something that is important for you to know. Any other comments, Goldie? Like, where are people from tonight?
Julie said, loving a lovely evening with nice breeze on patio at lake. And Teresa just says hi. Mabel says hi from Cheezick.
From Mabel's probably in Wisconsin.
Deb said, I'm here.
Awesome.
Phyllis said from Florida. Janice, and she said the new fabrics and patterns are beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. I bet somebody was watching our video earlier today. Well, that is awesome. Okay, now, as people get on and join us, and we love having so many people, and we try to repeat things throughout the evening, but the first request I'm going to have, and you're going to be hearing a lot about this, probably like in a newsletter that I send out tomorrow and stuff. We would like to explore some video opportunities and some live video opportunities on YouTube. YouTube has some restrictions on what we can do on our phone. We have to have a certain number of subscribers. So if I have a favor to ask, it would be that you would go to our YouTube channel and you would subscribe to Hen Chicks Studio. Now you can do that in a couple of different ways. You can actually go to our website, in the upper right-hand corner towards the top. You'll see the Facebook icon, Pinterest, Instagram, and the YouTube logo. You can click on the YouTube logo. It'll take you right to our page, and there'll be a big red subscribe button. We would love to have my email blow up tonight with all of you subscribing to our YouTube channel. So if that's something you would not mind doing, we would love to have as many subscribers as we possibly can to get us to a level that we can offer some Facebook Lives and some different things that we can do right from the phone on YouTube. So want to make sure you know about that. And then tonight, we're going to start downstairs and then we're going to end upstairs. So without any further ado, let's start to talk about, and Goldie, do you want to move the camera just a little bit or more, move the stand? We're going to talk about all this right here first. Okay, and so can you, there you go. Can you also, we want to be really detailed, so can you get down so that I can, there we go. All right, we're going to be talking about these adorable, adorable little pins. On Wednesday, which was yesterday, I had the opportunity to interview Cecile McPeak, who is the designer of these beautiful pins from Just Another Button Company. These are handmade and made in right next door in Illinois, and we just love these. And so I want to show you all of these wonderful pins. If you want to listen to the radio show, you can go to our website and see our the podcast tab, and you can go. You're going to help me. You grab them and make sure they're not in as I go through. Okay. All right, and we're going to switch.
These are some Christmas ones, Santa.
Okay. And Jamie is helping us. Jamie Willett is helping us in the back tonight. She's on the keyboards, as we like to say. And I know she will be getting links up to the entire collection of these, as well as maybe some of the individual ones. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure I grab. Okay, are you showing those? You're done with those two? Mm-hmm. These are all little, she calls them her pin minis. And if you want to learn more about the process of how Cecile makes all of these, then you can listen to the show, because she does a great job of explaining it for me. And I just loved learning more about how they are custom made. Okay, you're doing all right? Yep. Are those done, or you want those two? Okay.
Perfect gift to give to your sewing friends.
Absolutely. Or your non-sewing friends. You're right, Virginia. That's what Virginia said, because they're just pretty. They can sit in a pin cushion. You could actually make a pin cushion. Grab that. So we have this great book called Cottage Keepsakes, and it's a year of pin pals from the cottage at Cardiff Farms. So this whole book, here you go, switch with you. This whole book is all about pin cushions, and it has, let me see if I can find a page. So there's pin cushions, 12 different pin cushions, one for every month, and all the instructions for making them are all in here. So can't you imagine, for example, show this one next. Look at, make this pin cushion, we'll get it here, and then buy these pins with that cute little black crow. Where is my friend Roseanne? Roseanne, you need these because she likes black crows. So see, and we're going to show you some great wool in a little bit, but there are some.
Here's another more like Halloween one. A set of Christmas.
Just adorable. Great for that Secret Santa that you've got at your guild.
More like a spring, summer, like picnic fruits. And then here is just a set of 5 bees.
Bumblebees. Everybody loves a good bumblebee.
And here is some embroidery and applique for this like popsicles.
Okay, so I want you to see, she's done a couple of different things in this pattern. One, she's showing you what it would look like doing wool applique, and the other version is doing embroidery. These are great little fun pieces, and the specialty buttons are included in the pack, and these sell for, is that what they are? Yeah, $10. $10. Okay, so there is pretty popsicles. Yeah, those are, yeah.
Here's a pear.
Look at that. I love that. So it's on the top is the wool applique, and on the bottom is the embroidery.
Here's a lemon. And they look a lot different when you have wool or just...
the embroidery, don't, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could take that same pattern and then put it on for a tea towel. And like we've got toweling and that kind of stuff. So that is a super fun thing that we've got going on from Just Another Button Company. Again, if you want to change the or listen to the radio show program, you can go to our podcast tab and find all of our radio shows, with Cecile being the latest one. And next Wednesday on my radio show, so if you aren't familiar, Create with Heidi is a radio show that I do every Wednesday at 8:35 on our local channel 1230 KFJB. But you do not have to be in Marshalltown to listen to the radio show. It streams live on their website, 1230kfjb.com. We have the link for that on our radio page, our podcast page. And then we turn all of those shows into podcasts, and more information about the show and everything is on our podcast tab. So lots of opportunity for you to be able to listen in. It's a lot of fun. Next Wednesday, my guest is Jody Sanders from American Patchwork and Quilting Magazine. Couldn't be happier to have a chat with her, and let me tell you, we filled that 30 minutes with so much information. I told her the next time she comes on, we're going to have an hour. So that's how fun it is to chat with so many different people. So you'll be wanting to definitely check in for the podcast. If you happen to have a podcast app like Google Podcast, just Google on that, Create with Heidi, because we are on a lot of those apps. And if that's the easiest way for you to listen to them, you can subscribe that way. So that's something important for you to know. All right, Goldie or Virginia? Virginia, let's go ahead and grab that quilt. You come back here, and this is going to go this way. This way.
Okay.
Virginia, this way.
Yep.
No, this way. So we can get in the opening so that Goldie can see the whole thing. This quilt is called Celebrations, and it is a great pattern, simple pattern. The fabric collection that we are showcasing is Garden Party by Eleanor Burns, and the fabric company is Benartex. With that, there is a kit for this. The SKU is 9104, and the price is $94.95. That does include the
pattern. Here's all the fabrics for that are included in the kit.
It's a gorgeous collection, absolutely gorgeous collection, and goes together relatively quick. So that is a wonderful, fun piece. And while we're here, let's go ahead and let's look at, as I drop everything, let's see here. Let's go. A good thing we don't have right over here in front of the camera. Get that up here. All right, this one is called Club Sandwich, and it is from our favorite book, Let's Do Lunch. And it is from our favorite book called Let's Do Lunch. This is a Terry Atkinson pattern, and this book costs $17. And let me tell you, we love this. Now hold on. So I want to just show you. Let's look at the pattern that's on the back of the book, and now look at what we've done. And Virginia actually made this one, and then Stephanie quilted it. And it is just great. It's made out of Pat Sloan's Town Square fabrics. The kit, the SKU number is 9144, and it is $29.95. That is all of the fabric that you need to make the top. It does not include the pattern or the backing. And so that is really fun to be able to do that. All right? Yes, yes. The picture for that table runner, we literally just took today, and we ran out of time. So you'll see when you pull up that kit, it says project being made, photo coming. The photo is coming. It'll be up tomorrow. But the kit is live, and it is a very good, fun pattern. Girls, let's go ahead and do that. So, and let's get that. You two come over here. Why don't you show the pattern, the book, the fabric.
So this is a new bolt of fabric we got in today, and it is cotton, but it's not like
canvas. It's
canvas, but it looks like
thicker. Can you? So canvas is a cotton fabric, and it is absolutely a gorgeous piece. It looks like it's pieced together. How about you grab that? It would be easier for them to see. Let's unroll it just a little bit. And okay, so it looks like it's pieced. Let's get close enough that can you guys see? It looks like it's stitched. See those little stitching lines in there? But that is just part of the design of the fabric. It is not. It is not actually. It's just. It's not actually stitched. So it is. If you were going to be using it, I mean, it's thicker than a regular cotton. It's got just a real natural back to it. But what do we want to do with it?
We want to make this sling bag that goes around you, and it has a big pocket inside, and then there's a zipper pocket in the big pocket.
Yeah, and in this particular case, we're thinking that instead of, so hold that bag up again, honey, and get in the picture so they can see it. You can, so in this particular pattern, which we have a kit for this as well, and the pattern is from Simple, Fun, and Quickly Done, and that is a Terry Atkinson book, but it obviously uses multiple fabrics. I think that with this new bolt of fabric that we're showing you, that you will be able to, you want to hold that up? You will be able to just use one fabric and cut it up differently to show, use it in the different parts because every piece will start to look different. A simpler bag that we could do is, it's called Lynn's Tote, and it is in the book Let's Do Lunch. So if you already own Let's Do Lunch and you're thinking about a bag, but instead of it having 3 pieces of fabric, I would just use all of that fabric because it's going to look different every time you cut it up differently. So I think that is very exciting. And oh, it's so good to see so many of you as we're as I'm looking at just the screen for a second. So welcome to everybody that we've got with us tonight. Now, the next thing that we're going to show, and girls, we're going to get up here. We're going to get on top of this a little bit. So I'm going to be as careful as I can here. But why don't you talk about this, what's next that we're going to show?
A new collection that we just got in today that we did a video on unboxing it. It's called Backyard Blooms.
Whoop, hold on a minute. My screen was not locked. There's the problem with not having the screen locked. You all went for a little roller coaster ride. You were headed up to the top and whoo, there you went. All right, well, it's still not. Let's see. It's this one maybe that's not. There we go. All right, I think I got it. We're going to try it one more time. All right, we're ready. No more roller coaster rides. So sorry about that, folks.
Here's like a green floral.
Look at these. The collection is called Backyard Blooms, and it is by Allison Harris of Cluck Cluck Sew. The fabric collection is designed for Wyndham. And there is, did you grab those patterns for Goldie? All right, look at this one. Look at this piece with the words. I love fabrics like this that have words. And we have it in several different looks. Hang on a minute, I'm getting my camera so I'm not hitting things. And then look at this. This is what sold us on this collection. There's 2 colorways of chickens, and I love these chickens. And so we've got a white background and a gray background, and then this really pretty floral. And there are two patterns that Cluck Cluck Sew has designed, Jelly Weave and Brightly. And both of these, the samples literally on the covers of those patterns, are using this collection called Backyard Blooms. And these patterns can be purchased separately. And this one is $9.50, and this one is also $9.50. Now here is the deal. We didn't have time today to make a fat quarter bundle, but I created it. So I don't have the fat quarters actually cut, but there are 22 pieces, and it would cost $77. And that fat quarter bundle, the SKU is FQ117. You would get 22 fat quarters. So I was looking because it says they're fat quarter friendly. This pattern, which makes a 60 by 72 inch quilt, calls for 13 fat quarters. And Jelly Weave, you could kind of go a couple of different ways. If you wanted to do another throw size quilt, it calls for 14 fat quarters. So one fat quarter bundle would not quite be enough. You could definitely do crib or something in between a crib and a throw if you wanted to do Jelly Weave. And Jelly Weave is, we just got done making it for the store in another fabric collection, and is definitely a quilt that you could add to. And so like if you said, all right, I'm all right with, I'll make it bigger than the crib, but maybe not quite as big as the throw, or if my fabric goes really, really well, then you would do that. Now in both of these patterns, so one fat quarter bundle of FQ117, and would you grab Painter's Palette Solid White? And then all you need is a background fabric, 1 3/4 or 3 yards here. This one calls for 2.5 yards. And in both cases, she has put white with both of these. So Goldie grabbed our this is our favorite white, solid white. It's Paintbrush Studio. It's SKU number 6719. And you could match that white with either any of these and either pattern, and make both Brightly and Jelly Weave from one fat quarter bundle and several yards of white fabric. So that is something that you're going to want to think about as an option. Our plan is that we are going to make this one up. Now the pattern calls for only 13 fat quarters, but somehow we'll figure out how to make use all the fabrics, because I think that's what makes this quilt so much fun, is that it has all of those fabrics in it. So that is certainly fun. Now we're gonna start a little trip here. So come with me, and we are going to head down here. We did another unboxing the other day, and all right, we're going back to the wool section. And as I come over to this, look at this. Look at this beautiful rainbow. Girls, which one of you wants to get on the other side and pull? And so this is a whole new batch of wool that we got in from the local farm girl. And talk a little bit about what's in that bundle.
Each piece is 6.5 by 8, and it's 3 different shades of green. And this is $12.95, and the SKU for this one is 7609, and that's just one of the shades of green.
So there's, and what's the name of that color, just so we know? They all have names, which is always kind of fun.
Bright green.
Okay, so that one's called Bright Green. They're all on our website. You can see all of them. And aren't they lovely? It's a great way to build your scraps. So think about those pin cushions and that pin cushion book that we just showed you. You could buy lots of different bundles. You can keep showing them, and do that, and then take out the loose ones. I don't want them to accidentally fall out. No, careful there. All right, sorry there. We got just so they don't fall out. Okay, thank you. And you show them. All right, I'm going to lay this down then, okay? We're gonna lay that down in front right here. Okay, so another thing that we have been introducing is that we have been working with Roseanne Kermis of Rosebud's Cottage to offer her exclusive wool patterns. And what is super fun is that they are digitally downloadable. So you could go right now to our website and find, and Jamie, I know we'll put the link up, and that you would be able to download them each. Okay, so let's slowly flip through the book. And so these are just examples of what you're getting when you get the digital download. So you walk through them. Can you do that? Now I'm going to go grab something else. Okay? Virginia, you help turn the pages for
There's February.
Turn the pages. Gotta go get something.
There's March. There's May. No, that's April, I mean. There's May.
They're all $5.95. You can come into the store and we will print off a copy for you and sell it to you that way as well if you don't feel comfortable doing a digital download. And remember that if you're not a wool applicator, it's okay. You could use these all for cotton applique. And I think that would be wonderful. And you can even combine cotton and wool to do a nice combination of that. Aren't these just adorable? They're just so much fun. And if you want to learn more about wool applique, you can always listen to our radio show with Roseanne from a couple of weeks ago, and she gives some tips in there. But again, the bundles of wool that Goldie was showing you are perfect for projects like this, because then you can build your stash and use them. Thank you, Goldie, for doing that. And so there are just lots of opportunities to get the patterns, put the wool together. Wool is one thing that if you have wool, it is 100% usable if it's felted wool, all right? So you can, how do I say this? There's raw edges, you can use raw edges. So if you're using something and you end up with a little piece, you might save that piece of wool because it might be the berry on one of these projects. Whereas cotton, if you got a piece that small, we just would throw it away. Unless you're a miniature quilter, which, oh my goodness. So, there's so many different things. And one other thing I wanted to show, because the artist is watching tonight. And Kathleen, I just want to show you how much fun we have with your artwork. Kathleen is an artist that does just beautiful work, and she did our storefront. And we worked it into a row by row block a couple of years ago, but you can actually purchase the storefront block, which is a 9-inch square, and it is SKU 8054 for $10. So it's a great memento of our store. You could even use it as a label. So say for example, you bought some fabrics here and you needed to make a label for the back, and it would help designate where you got that fabric. And of course, you can work it into a quilt just to have fun and show all the fun places that you go. Again, we used it as part of our row by row, but it is a wonderful thing. And the pattern for this row is free, and you can just email me, Heidi at HeidiKaisand.com, and I would be glad to send you the pattern if you end up purchasing the block. So that is fun. And we've got some fun stuff coming from Kathleen in the future. So we'll be talking about that more in future. But thanks for joining us tonight. Glad to have you with us. Okay, so I'm just going to look at my list real quick. And first of all, on my list that I want to talk about is we have shipped Christmas Morning Magic, which was our retreat in a box. And I would love to hear how those of you who got it are already having fun with it. We're going to have a Zoom call on July 22nd. And I know I'll be talking to you then, but certainly let us know if you've had fun with that box. Okay? And I think now we're going to save a couple of these things. Let's go ahead and why don't you lead the way, Goldie? And I'm going to turn the camera. All right, so as we look this way, what is, if we want to tell people where to go to find the retreat center, where would we tell them at this point?
The door with the red arrow on the top.
All right, so it means this way to fun, right? All right, so let's head on in. So we're going to walk, so join us as we go, and hopefully we won't have any bumps along the way. All right. And why don't we stop in the bathroom first? I know it sounds funny, but let's stop in the bathroom. Turn the lights on. There you go. All right. So, okay, as many of you are going to say, why on earth are we in the bathroom? I got to show you the floor. Okay. And so, yeah, it is fun. They're all quilt block names. So like I see 9 patch, butcher block, double wedding ring. It is all quilt block names until you get down to here. Open the door up a little more. It says Virginia Real. And when we were doing this, then my mom said, well, we forgot Virginia in there. We needed Goldie and Henry, which are, Henry's their brother. And we actually live in Union. So we included that in the room as well. So I know a lot of people like to come and visit our bathroom and see that. All right. And I'm going to do a quick adjustment because it's going to be hard otherwise walking up the stairs. Just give me a second. Yeah, give me a second, everybody. Hang on as you anticipate. We're just going to hold steady as we can so I don't hit everything. Okay. All right, Goldie, you lead the way.
When you get like halfway up the stairs, there's a chalk area where you can write stuff, fun stuff on there.
Okay, and let's get to the top of the stairs and turn around. Hold on a second, because we may not. So when you get to the top of the stairs, I got to make a turn, and the sun is coming in here brightly. My mom is a wool applicator, and she made this special piece just for us to have hanging up here, and it's awfully darn fun. And so we've had the retreat center since 2011, and so I love the fact that she's with us every day as we retreat.
And then from Mom's stash, we made curtains, and so they're all fabric curtains.
I call them our bohemian chic. Okay, let's put the legs down again. Just give us a second. We have to adjust so I can set the camera down. Then we can stand and talk. Lock all those. There you go.
Yeah, I locked the wrong
Oh,
one.
that's all right. Okay, hang on with this. I'm going to get so we can kind of have a position here. Okay, so we are in the retreat center. So I'm going to try to give you a visual tour from right here. You want to start to talk about what's over here? I'm going to go.
First, when you walk, it's to your left, there's a laundry bin, and then there's 2 full bathrooms. And we also have the floors painted in here.
I'll come over there in a second, but I'll stay still for a minute.
And then there's a chalkboard with the Wi-Fi thing and password, and then Mom's
emergency phone number. As I always like to tell all of our retreat guests, that if it's a true emergency, like a fire or something serious, please call 911. But all other emergencies can go to my phone. All right, and we do have all of our own laundry here. So we provide all of the towels and all of the bedding, so you do not have to bring any of those things with you when you come to retreat here. And the bathrooms are both shower only. Obviously, we have the 3rd bathroom downstairs that you saw a minute ago, and that is a shower only as well. And so let's see, let's describe our room a little bit. So first we have
the tables. We can have it up to 18 tables up, but right now we only have like 4 4 to 5 pods up. And then there's a cutting table and then 2 ironing boards and 2 sleeper chairs, which can pull out to be beds. And then there's some doors that block the sleeping area, and then there's 14 twin beds.
Yeah, and we're going to go back down there in a minute, just kind of trying to give you a feel of what the room looks like. It is, it's the same size as the store downstairs, but a lot of great space. All the windows do open up. We've replaced all of them. And so you can actually get a nice cool breeze when there is one. And that's a wonderful thing. Right now, as Goldie has told you, we have 14 twin beds and we can put up 18 tables. We are limiting the number of guests that we have so that everybody feels safe. If it is a private retreat and you are bringing your own guests, you can have as many guests as you want because that's your choice. If it's a retreat that we're hosting, then that would be that's where we're limiting it because we're trying to just make sure everybody stays safe. And hi, Kate. How are you tonight? We have another fun guest on our show tonight. Glad to have you with us. Kate is going to be a guest on our radio show in a few weeks. She is a jewelry maker and anyway, an artist that is just wonderful. And I wear a necklace that I've received as a gift that is one that she designed. And so, Kate, glad to have you on tonight and looking forward to chatting with you and introducing you to all of our fun customers in the near future. Okay, so we're going to move again here just so I can give you a little more detail. We haven't talked about the kitchen. So back here, all right. So we created an alley kitchen with no cabinets, all open shelving, specifically because when you go to somebody's house and you don't know where anything is, all you do is spend time opening up cupboards. And so, it's not the neatest thing. It's not something you're going to see in a magazine here as far as, let's say, the prettiness of it, but it's very, very useful. We provide all of the dishes, including some decorative dishes. So if you feel like dressing up your supper, you can certainly do that. I have a fabulous connection to Pampered Chef with my cousin Ann, and she has been a guest on my radio show. She's a quilter as well, so she has been here and is a customer of ours. But we have a lot of Pampered Chef equipment so that everybody can make what they want. I would say that the majority of our groups, our private groups that are coming in, are fixing their own food or enjoying one of the opportunities here in town to eat. We have everything from a wonderful steakhouse to pizza at Casey's and Subs. We have a grocery store that does have a little deli and groceries in general. And what am I missing? And we have RJ's, which is the bar, and she does serve some food. She's not a restaurant or a bar that serves food, but she does serve some food. So again, there's a dishwasher, 2 crock pots, a full stove, a full refrigerator. We stock the refrigerator with bottled water and pop so that you don't have to carry any of that upstairs. And if anybody's got questions as we are showing the retreat center, please know that we'd be glad to answer those. And so we're going this way and we're going to come around, and I thought we would just go down here a little bit. Girls, why don't you turn one more light on so that we can look at the pretty quilts? And if you might notice, there's one missing right there because we just sold it. There are a few quilts on the wall. I'm going to show you those two. And then I'm going to flip around, and there's some quilts on this side. All of these are store samples that we no longer are using because we're maybe out of the fabric or maybe the pattern's no longer available, all sorts of things. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to set down here for a second. We do provide irons and ironing tables. We've got all of our irons organized. Oh, and there is a smart TV. You have to be smart to know how to run it, but it is a smart TV. So if somebody has anything like Netflix, any of those kinds of things, that is all sorry there for the, trying to adjust. Goodness gracious, there we go. And here are more of the store samples that are for sale. So I want to just talk to you just for a minute about these store samples and what we are doing. We did this last year where I picked a couple of charities. Last year we picked 2, and we sold store samples. 100% of the money that is, so say for example, I don't even know how much this one is. Let's just say it's $200, okay? Which is well below value of what the quilt really is probably worth. That entire $200 is going to go to Team Aiden. And let me tell you a little bit about that, but I just thought of something that I need to tell the girls to go get for me. The special quilt and book that came in that we're gonna net for next week. Thank you. And then yes, and you can get the other books. Okay, so sorry, just brain forgot one thing and I want to make sure we show it. So Team Aiden is for Aiden, who is a 4-year-old boy who has leukemia. His mom and dad have been helping me do some handyman jobs around the store, some painting, some ceiling drywalling, just some little things that help keep Hen Chicks Studio looking good. And in the process of talking with them, you can come on over here and you'll be able to show them. They told me that they were not able to have their normal fundraising event this spring because of obviously COVID-19. And one of the things that we can do is we can help other people. So this year I have chosen that basically from now through the 19th of July, which is my birthday, and that's why we chose those dates, every store sample that is for sale, and you can go on our website and go into the store sample, it's in gifts, excuse me. So it's in gifts and then it's in store samples. All of those quilts that are for sale right now, 100% of that price, you'll pay tax on those, but it is all going to Team Aiden, excuse me. Got too many things going through my brain. I want to make sure I tell you all the information. And it's just a great way to find a new home for the store samples. We will be adding new store samples on the 13th. So what you see there has been up there for a while. We go through quilts around here like you can't believe. Can you imagine that? And we will be adding brand new store samples that have not been up there on Monday the 13th. So there'll be some new store samples, okay? And so again, anything that is sold in that category between now and the 19th, 100% of that money will go to Team Aiden. Now, there are a couple other ways that people can get involved, okay? And at different dollar amounts. Not everybody can spend $200 to get a quilt. And I get that. We totally get that. And so we wanted to try to lower the price down a little bit or give you an opportunity at a lower price. These are fabric books that we have been selling the panels for years. We love these things. They're great gifts for kids. From now through the 19th, we've raised the price, okay? We've raised the price from $11.99 to $20. And for example, the one I'm showing right here is SKU 5385. So there's 2 options. One, you buy the book, pay for the shipping, come pick it up, just like you would any other product. I will donate $20 to Team Aiden. You will get a panel that you can make into a book, and you can do whatever you want with that. Give it to a grandchild, donate it to your own cause, whatever it is. But let's say, and I always like to pick on Darcy because Darcy's a good friend of ours. Darcy doesn't sew. Darcy doesn't have a desire to sew, but she loves a good cause. And she's already been in and already bought one of these. So you can buy the book, panel for $20. That $20 is going to go to Team Aiden. I'm going to keep saying that. You donate the panel back to us. Our staff is volunteering to make them up, and we will donate all of the finished books that are donated back to our local DHS officer that we support with different quilts, like from our long arm certification class. And so I think it is a great way for people to get involved at a lower value, a lower amount. I shouldn't say value, the value is still there, lower amount. And there are some great, great books out there. And so this is a different book, Miss Kitty's Colors. This is another one called Back to School. The SKU on this one's 5497. So if we sold these books plus all of the quilts, we have the potential of raising $5,000. And I challenge you all to share this information with all of your friends, anybody who could help us and help us raise that $5,000 for Team Aiden. I will tell you, we're already at $1,200 because people keep coming in and wanting to buy something for him to help the cause. So we're already a fifth of the way there. And we want to reach that $5,000 mark by July 19th, or at the end of the day on July 19th. Okay? So that is something that is just so exciting. So these, again, these are on our website right now. You do not need to wait until the 13th. You can buy them tonight if you want. If you are at a distance, and from a distance, and you do not want to have them shipped to you because you want to donate them back, just select pick up at store option. And we'll probably go, oh, that person's from Alaska and they want to pick it up in the store. Your phone number will be there. We'll call you. We'll confirm that that's what you're wanting to do. And we will make sure that it gets donated back, like I said, to our DHS officer. Okay, now there's one other really special thing, and I get really emotional with things like this, so bear with me, because you all see two of our three beautiful children on a regular basis. Yes, is there a question?
Someone asked, will you have a link to the fundraiser on your Facebook so that I can share?
Absolutely, and there is actually a Facebook event that can be shared, and there are already some posts, but we'll make sure that we get whoever that is, whoever it was that was posting that, we will make sure that we give you a link. There is a Facebook event set up, there is a website page set up, specifically on our website, and all of that. So yes, the more you can share with other people, the better. Okay, so again, this is where I get emotional, but Jeff and I could not be more blessed to have 3 healthy children. And so there are moments like this where when we can help somebody like Aiden, who he can beat this, but man, what a rough way to start. That if we can help by doing what we love in making quilts and and in being able to make books and donate, all those kinds of things, I just think we want to empower. I want to empower all of us to do that. Okay, so I get emotional doing this because I just know how lucky we are. So when I put out to the world that we would be doing this, a very longtime friend, Kim Deal, immediately sent me a message and said she wanted to help. And for those of you who maybe have heard that name but aren't registering, Kim Deal is a fabric designer. She designs fabric for Henry Glass. She did the Liberty Star collection and Sea Glass and Sage and Sea Glass that we have just been promoting a lot of recently. She also is a book author. Show me here. Let's show her book. She's a book author with That Patchwork Place. Girls, how does that look in there? Can you see it in there? And Kim is just a wonderful, wonderful person. And I had the wonderful opportunity to know her many years ago when she first started designing quilts, and she entered a quilt into an American Patchwork and Quilting contest, which she won, and from which then we became big fans of Kim Deal and all of the work that she does. And many of you are, I know, fans of her as well. So she has not only donated this book, Simple Patchwork, and it's an autographed copy, okay? Can you see it in there? Yep. But she also, I'm gonna get out of the camera and I'm gonna let Goldie show you, little to your left. There, oh, not too much, little, there we go. She has donated, and you can come forward a little bit, and she pieced this, and so it's all Kim Deal fabrics, all featuring some of her fabrics. Now back up just a little bit, and it is pieced by Kim, and I apologize that I do not have the long arm quilter's name memorized, but we will definitely tag her on that. Kim gave me that information, and I don't have it memorized. And you guys, she told us that we could do whatever we wanted with this beautiful quilt and book. So here's what we've decided. We've decided that next Thursday, which will be during the week of our Team Aiden fundraiser, next Thursday during Shopping Night in America, we will be putting the quilt and the book for sale at a set price of $450, because you are getting a treasure here. You're getting something that Kim Deal made herself, plus the autographed copy, and it will not be on the website prior to Shopping Night in America, and it will not even go on the website until we start talking about it. So for the next week, we are going to be showing this quilt to hopefully everybody in the universe, and then I hope we have one person who will grace us with their donation, and in turn, for $450, they will get a one-of-a-kind Kim Deal quilt and the autographed copy of the book. Okay? So you will be seeing a lot more of this quilt, and Kim, we thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So we'll get a picture of it. Actually, I think she sent me a picture of it. We will get a picture of it. So on the website, there again, it will not be available for sale until I start talking about it during next Thursday night's Shopping Night in America. So you can be considering what you might want to get. Maybe you know a Kim Deal fan out there that might want to really get involved and help Team Aiden, and it would just be wonderful. So that is what we've done. And all right, and what time is it already?
7:53.
7:53. Oh my gosh. Are there any questions about everything? So you have a chance to buy finished store samples. These are big ones. We have boxes of small ones, and we're going to be putting up more, like I said, on Monday. So there'll be more store samples that you've not seen. Again, those are available for sale right now. Everything that is being sold in that quilt, in the finished quilt store sample section, everything from now until the 19th is absolutely 100% donation going towards Team Aiden. And if you have any questions about those, be sure to let us know. And of course, then there's the book panels that are normally $11.99. We've upped the price to $20. $20 is going to Team Aiden, and then you have a choice. You can take the fabric book yourself and make it and do what you want with it, or you can donate it back to us. We volunteer to make it to a finished book and donate it to a DHS officer. It's a win-win. I don't care how you look at it, that's a win-win. Okay, all right, so I want to talk just a bit about the retreat center again. If you are thinking about going on a retreat, or would like to go on a retreat, we have a retreat guide checklist. And you can email me at retreats@henandchickstudio.com, and we will email that to you. So retreats@henandchickstudio.com. We have Come Create With Me retreats are the retreats that we host. We're sold out in July. I think there's only one spot left in August. And I think there was only about one spot left in September. So those days are filling up because we're keeping those smaller. And as you can see, we have lots of space up here. And we actually, let's go for a little walk. Can you do that? So we actually, everything is on wheels. So during a retreat, like our Come Create With Me retreats, we'll actually move some of the beds and the walls. These are the decorative doors that Goldie mentioned earlier. They're all hand painted by a watercolor artist, and they're just beautiful. They all have a quilting theme.
Michelle's the one who was asking about sharing the link. She said was able to share the Facebook event for Aiden.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we appreciate that. And the more people can share that, again, I just think so many of us are so fortunate and try to help out people who need that. And so we have this is our sunflower rug that's painted on. Nobody will trip on it. It's our sunflower rug. All the quilts are on the bed are made from fabric from my stash. So check it out. There's numbers on the beds. People ask often what those are about. Well, that way you also get a luggage tag. And that way when you go to the bathroom and use a towel and want to hang it on a hook in the bathroom, you can match this tag to your bed so that you know where your towel is if you need it in between. So we've got that going on. And all right, let's see what else is on my list. Okay, so right now for private retreats, and when we have a private retreat, we'll rent this space to one person for a day. And so we have a lot of groups of 2. And the ladies come and they spread out and they work for several days. We're good with that. We don't have a minimum number of people. We have a maximum number, but not a minimum number. And when it's a private retreat and you only have 2 people or 3 people, we don't add strangers to your retreat. We want you to have what you need, and that is dedicated space and time to working on your own projects, and in what we hope is a very creative environment. So for private retreats, we have July 31st through August 2nd. And when I say these dates, they're actually Friday through Sunday dates. But remember, we book 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So if your best days are Monday through Thursday, awesome. You'll have tons of choices because those are not as most often used. We're getting more and more groups figuring that out. But the weekends go fast because a lot of you are working. So July 31st through August 2nd, September 18th through the 20th, and October 2nd through the 4th are the only openings we have in the next couple of months. Now we have lots of days available, and even somebody today booked a single day. And I don't know the details if that person was booking for herself or for
4 to 5 people.
4 to 5 people. And so somebody obviously just needs a little getaway. And what we certainly hear is that they're not being distracted by dishes in the sink or laundry that has to be done. And so they tend to stay at their projects more and get more projects done. And somebody give me an update on time. And then I just want, all right, it's 8 o'clock. Well, we're going to do a couple more things. But that, first of all, we have a mystery quilt that people are signing up for. Don't want you to miss that. You can learn more on our website. It's called My Best Mystery. SKU number is Mystery 1. And it costs $14.95. And we would love to have you join. For those of you who have already purchased it and got an email from me with a link to a private Facebook group and can't make it work, we're working on it. We're trying to figure out the problem with that. So hang in there with me, but we're gonna have a private Facebook group so that we can talk about it and keep up with it. The first clue for the mystery quilt is August 3rd, so plenty of time to join in and start to gather your fabrics and get everything cut. And last but not least, we are having so much fun seeing people finish their quilts on our long arm. And we've got several long arm certification classes scheduled here in July. We would love to have you join us for that. And then once you do that, you can rent the machine and for a 2-hour minimum and get your quilts done. And goodness gracious, people are getting stuff done. And we're fairly full through the last week of is available. Several days are available in August. We're booking into August. So if you have already taken that long arm certification class and need to book some time, start thinking about your calendar in August because those days are going to fill up fast. I know they will. Are there any last minute questions, comments, anything we've got going on? All right. Well, I then am going to sign off for tonight. Now remember, next week we're going to do Shopping Night in America. We're going to be talking about all the same great things. I know we have a lot of fabric that's supposed to arrive in the next week, so hopefully we'll be showing you lots of that. We have new quilts that are being quilted. Expect to see some of those coming back to show you more store samples. And we'll be having the special Kim Deal product sale. And again, we will not even be putting that up for sale until next Thursday. And so you'll want to be ready for that. Thank you very much. Have fun. Have a great day. Stay cool and talk to you soon.